Hi, I'm Brianna,
Hi, I'm Evelyn.
I'm Meadow.
and this is GRC Unplugged.
Okay, Meadow, so what pathway are you?
DP.
Okay.
And what grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
And why did you choose to go into DP?
Because it looked better on college applications and to challenge myself.
What would you say is your favorite class?
Definitely Lit and Lang.
Why?
Probably because it's one of my easier classes. And I really like the people in there and the teacher.
Thanks.
What has been your favorite part of not just the diploma program, but just GRC in general?
Definitely, if I could say, the breaks.
Okay.
No, but like for real though, probably just meeting like a bunch of new people. Because when I came here, I knew only 2 people, and then they both dropped out.
Oh.
They dropped out after freshman year.
Okay.
So it gave you an opportunity to expand your social bubble.
Yes.
So what after school curriculars do you do?
I work and I play soccer.
Would you want to tell us some more about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so on the days I don't have soccer, I'm working, and like vice versa. So I'm always doing something. Like even on the weekends, on Saturdays I work, on Sundays I have games.
How do you balance because DP is a more rigorous program for GRC, how are you able to balance school, soccer, and work?
Whenever I have free time, I do it. Like after school, I don't go into work until 4, so I use that time to do homework and then my study block, and then before practice I have a few hours, so I'll do homework then. But most of the time I just wait till my study block.
And then like what does that look like when you get home? Like walk us through like you get home, till you go to sleep.
Okay, so when I get home, I normally change out of my school clothes because I wear jeans all the time. And then on work days, I'll either lay in my bed and scroll on TikTok and I'll have to get ready, or I'll get out my school bag and do homework. And then the same for practice, I'll change and then I'll have more time because I don't have to leave the house until 5. So then I'll do some homework and then I'll go and scroll on TikTok until I have to get ready.
Do you have any family responsibilities or anything that you have to do around the house?
Most of the time it's just like picking up here and there, but my parents know I'm busy, and same for my sister, so they don't make us do a lot of stuff, knowing that we don't really have time.
What has been with DP, what is your least favorite class and why?
Oh, History of Europe, definitely. Because I'm not good at remembering things, and that class is all about memorization. So I'm just terrible at it. And history's always been my worst subject.
So since you're on the diploma pathway, you've done the exhibition and the EE so far. Walk us through those and your experience with those 2 projects.
Okay, with the exhibition, Miss Eckner yelled at me. She would have yelled at me twice, but one of the times I was in study block, she said no. But picking the objects was difficult and like how to like imply them, because the first one didn't count because the way I connected it, and my third one also didn't count because it went too much with my second one. So after she read those, I was on my own. I was cooked. And then for the EE, it was really nice because Miss Eckner was there to help us like with the word count and stuff, so it helped me stay on track with my things. Even like basically the whole time I was above the word count, even at the end, and then when I had to go back. And I ended up deleting 800 words, but I don't know, I don't know.
Now, what about for the extended essay? What was like your topic, and how did that all go for you?
Okay, so I did psychology and like something with the Stanford prison experiment and how it changed ethical guidelines for psychological research today. And it went well. Like I said earlier, I had to delete like 800 words, but that's because I was just yapping to meet the word count. And then once I like went back and like I added more, like it all really just flowed together.
Over your time at GRC, how have your study habits evolved? Like how do you retain the content, like prepare for tests, exams, stuff like that?
So typically I don't study, and I know I should, but most of the time, like before an Eichner test, I'll pull out my stuff at the last 30 minutes of biology, then I'll study then, and then I'll study on the way to class. But for my psych test that I had today, I actually went and memorized 4 studies for it. because I needed to. And then it was helpful.
Could you tell us a little bit more about your note-taking style? Because I know for Eichner, we have to take Cornell notes. But for the other classes, do you still do Cornell notes, or is there a different method?
I don't use Cornell notes like outside of Miss Eichner's class. I mean, I should. It's a great way to organize. But when I do it, like instead of like having like the Cornell like on this side, like I have the topic at the top and all the notes, and then the new topics and all the notes. So it's organized kind of like up and down rather than sideways.
Are there, when you're at home and you have all this, like, and you, let's say it's a big homework day, okay, and your phone is very tempting, are there any ways, or like anything else that's tempting, is there any ways that you pull yourself away from that so you're not fully tempted?
Not really. Like sometimes it takes me a few hours to do homework, and like sometimes I've skipped practice because I've been just procrastinating so much. I'm on my phone.
And then what do you do in your free time? Like, what do you do to keep your mental and, emotional well-being?
Well, most of the time I just try, like, honestly it's bad. I just stay on my phone because when I'm not busy, I like to take advantage of the time that I'm not busy. So I'll just scroll on my phone. Like sometimes I'll talk to people. Just anything away from soccer, school, and work.
And then could you just talk about like your overall experience at GRC, talking about like underclassmen versus upperclassmen?
So I felt like underclassmen me wasn't me until upperclassmen me, because that's when things started to like really get challenged, like with schoolwork, and I had to lock in. And so, yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, how was the transition from 10th grade to 11th grade?
Oh my gosh, it was difficult. Like going from like the hardest thing I've ever done, the personal project, to all of Miss Eichner's work, it was just too much. And then not having an English teacher too, that really sucked.
So since you're a senior, are there any do you plan on going to college?
Yes.
Yes. So do you feel like the diploma program will like fully help you like not just succeed but like have an impact on you in college?
Definitely, because all the workload, like even Miss Goss said it 10th grade year, when we were just doing the personal project, she's like, all the work you're doing now is going to prepare you for college. And at first I didn't believe her. I'm like, this stuff is like light work, kind of. Not really, but it was light work. But then like now it's difficult, and it's definitely helping me manage my time better with doing schoolwork rather than just holding it off.
What is something that you do now that you didn't do in the past in terms of like studying or schoolwork?
Honestly, not a lot has changed. I know it's bad to say, but I kind of keep my old study habits where I barely study, and I just kind of hope for the best.
When it comes around the end of the school year and we have our exams, are there any things, like, do you have different study habits from that time compared to your normal school year, or is it the same?
Oh, it's definitely going to change, because what I do now is not going to be helpful in the future. So I'm definitely going to like start taking like note on stuff and like going back and rereading my notes and annotating them rather than just doing it in class and saying I did it as homework. And then flashcards, and then the websites that the seniors said last year to use.
And then with your organization, since we don't have to keep binders anymore, what does that look like? Like, do you keep a binder? Do you have folders? How do you organize that?
So last year, first semester, everything was in notebooks. Like I had 3 notebooks, each subject was shared. And then after first semester, my Eichner notebook got completely full. It was destroyed, so then I had to switch to a binder. And I've been using a binder ever since, just because it's so much more helpful.
Do you have any advice for the underclassmen?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, in any regard.
Don't procrastinate. That like definitely bit me in the butt a few times. And just do your schoolwork when you get it. Don't slack off either. You don't want to.
Well, thank you,
Yes,
Neto.
thank you.
You're welcome.
This was great.
Oh.